Let's go back to the first tee for the final match of day one at this Ryder Cup.
Quiet, please. Quiet, please. This is match number 4, a 4-ball match between the European team represented by Tommy Fleetwood and Viktor Hovland. Against the United States of America team represented by Justin Thomas and Patrick Cantlay.
Patrick Cantlay has the nicest deadly look of anyone. Man, he just looks like
Tommy Fleetwood.
I am going to beat you on the golf course. Success in the morning. Tommy Fleetwood did not play this morning. And we're not Francesco Molinari, so we can't break out Mollywood. Remember what they did in 2018. They won all 4 of their team events. And then Fleetwood lost his singles match to Tony Finau. John Wood is walking with the last of these 4-ball afternoon matches.
Tommy Fleetwood starting right, turning over. This is going to have to carry on the line he's on.
Just stays in the somewhat manicured rough.
Representing Europe, Viktor Hovland.
Hovland team with Paul Casey in the morning. They lost to Dustin Johnson and Colin Morikawa 3-2. But after a little bit of a shaky start, he steadied through the middle part of his foursomes match this morning.
This is on a beautiful line, absolutely hammered right down the middle.
Now the U.S. side.
First on the team, representing the United States of America, Justin Thomas.
Looks like on a good line as well, up the left side. I think it's going to carry enough on the line he's on.
Just popping over to that second cut there.
Now on the tee, representing the United States of America, Patrick Cantlay.
Partnering with Xander Schauffele for a 5-3 victory this morning over Rory McIlroy and Ian Poulter.
Headed up the right side, turning over a little bit, should be just fine.
Wind whipping, waves off the shore of Lake Michigan crashing into the rocks. The crowd cheering, the sounds of the Ryder Cup.
Back to 1.
And Cantlay second, David.
And from 110, he needs to throw this all the way back there. Another player comes up a little bit short.
Justin Thomas just out of the rough here. Second shot.
Hovland is just long left. This is 90 yards. Just off the green for Hovland. And sometimes these shots out of the rough can be a little easier in these conditions.
Why is that, Woody?
Knuckle through the wind a little bit, and they will release, so you don't have to worry about spinning as much.
Yeah, good control there. These windy conditions, spin isn't always your friend.
You heard them yelling to Phil Mickelson's walking with that group. Let's go back to Fleetwood, second at 1.
82 yards also from a good lie in the rough. Hit it just right of the flagstick.
Let's see if anybody can make birdie out of those 4 balls. A couple on the green, 2 just off the surface. All right, 1 green, this final match. Cantlay.
Cantlay way over the 4 balls. It should move a hair right to left. Europeans both have putts, and Justin is the closest with his birdie putt coming up last, unless Patrick can make this one. Boy, he loved it.
Boy, that looked good for a long time, just grazing the right edge. And it's no surprise, birdies are so important in this 4-ball format. Every American player playing this afternoon is ranked inside the top 25 in birdie average on the PGA Tour last season.
And we've talked about birdies on this hole. We've seen birdies to have this opening hole in all 3 matches. They didn't keep a hole-by-hole score of the Ryder Cup all the way back from its beginning, but we can tell you that since 1985, the first hole has never been halved or tied now with birdies in all 4 matches of a team session. So if the European side can make a birdie here and Thomas can match that, we'd have a first since 1985.
Just a hair of left to right in this, coming off that fringe. Should have a little bit of speed to it as well. His partner, Tommy Fleetwood, about the same distance away, just off the green, behind, just to the left of where he is. And Mike, you were right. Hovland really started playing well later in the round this morning.
The set 1 in the final match. Justin Thomas will still have a birdie look coming up. So both Cantlay and Fleetwood got a piece of the hole. And then Thomas will have a run at it to win the opening hole for the U.S.
That was a good-looking putt. Look how deep that ball goes into the cup before lipping out. Just a little too much pace.
Lip outs were not as crushing before the super slow-mo. Man, we see it go halfway down like that. Let's see if Justin Thomas can get his putter going here in the afternoon.
Justin, I was talking with Michael Greller on the first tee, who's obviously Jordan Spieth's caddy, and he said Justin is angry, and an angry Justin Thomas. He said he loved playing with an angry Justin Thomas from this morning. Plays great with a chip on his shoulder.
There it goes. And you can see him take the step forward as well. He's got that determined look next to Patrick Cantlay as well. You know, his dad Mike is not here this week, dealing with some health issues, but I know Mike back home was watching. So much time together, these two, so much work, and you don't keep Justin Thomas down very long. The U.S. up in 2 of the 4 afternoon matches, tied in the other 2. We're with the last match, and at the second hole, the par 5. And John Wood, the U.S. won the first with the Justin Thomas birdie. Now Patrick Cantlay has a long birdie putt, 1 of 2 for their team.
Yeah, Cantlay has a long one. Justin Thomas much closer and a much straighter putt. You would love to see Patrick get this one close and give JT a free run at it.
These greens are so exposed and they're fast. When it's blowing like this, certainly have to factor in the wind on your reads and your speed judgment. It's partly slope there, but partly wind, the reason that ball went so far to the left.
Back to 2, Justin Thomas to win the hole.
Right to left, back up the hill.
Got the win with a birdie at 1.
Just not quite enough speed. Go back to 2.
It is ripping across these greens for sure. So the European side, Woody, with a couple of putts here to try to make par?
Fleetwood is about 8 feet. Hovland is very close and most likely would be a gimme on most days. But Justin, with this much wind, I expect to see very few concessions this afternoon.
I agree, Woody, because it's so difficult, A, to get the ball close enough for it to be conceded, and then, you know, to your point, when you've got this much wind blowing, you really got to commit, even once you get it inside of 3 or 4 feet.
Good putt by Fleetwood. Rock solid on that 8-footer. So the hole is halved with pars. The United States 1 up as they go to the...
And this was earlier where Tommy Fleetwood was hitting 6-iron. Remember, DeChambeau hit 8, and here Fleetwood with a good-looking swing. Yeah, lovely shot. And you can see that wind whipping there. And Viktor Hovland playing with Tommy Fleetwood against Thomas and Cantlay. This for 2. And Hovland strikes a blow for Europe at the 3rd. Shot, Nick. Another look at that one.
Now, that was about the only way to stop it, David, was using the flag stick. This thing would have gone 20 or 30 feet past just because of the slope of the green.
Well, Patrick Cantlay has a putt for a par here from just over 16 feet. This to tie the hole. I'm happy to say that Viktor Hovland hit the green in regulation, so we finally have someone on and 2 here at the 4th. 1 player out of 12, Mike, hit the green in regulation at this par 4. So this putt. John Wood down the hill a little bit.
Yeah, should have him right to left in it. And Gary, I second your thought there. It's just, it was all over the place in this group. So Viktor played it beautifully, a great drive and a stunning long iron to the right side of the green. Patrick now hit a 3-wood through the green, now trying to save his par and tie the hole.
Well, so consecutive winning holes for the European duo of Tommy Fleetwood and Viktor Hovland, and they move 1 up in that match.
Viktor Hovland has already hit his 2nd shot. He's in the water up by the green, and Tommy Fleetwood had to lay up.
It looks like that's what Justin Thomas is doing as well.
Now, Justin,
bud.
Patrick Cantlay is also in the penalty area, but it's up against a cable, only 105 yards. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if he's got a swing or a chip out or not. That's a Cliff Notes version, Mike. A heck of a lot has happened here, but that's the bottom line.
Let's move to his right. Did he get it high enough? No.
Over at 6. It's a moment ago with Cantlay, his 2nd. That's where we saw Shane Lowry fall down the hill earlier.
Oh, what a shot off the hard pan. Completely blind shot there to hit it inside of about 12 feet.
All right, so John Wood, let's get caught up on where everyone is in this match as we play the 6th with Fleetwood and Hovland, 1 up on Justin Thomas and Cantlay.
Cantlay's obviously got that for birdie. Tommy Fleetwood was well left as well. Pitched just short of the green. He's got a birdie putt / chip. Viktor Hovland hit 3-wood just over the green. He's chipping for eagle. Justin Thomas is just left pin high, also chipping for eagle.
And he's doing that right now.
Oh, just caught on him.
And we've seen that a couple of times right around this whole area, Justin.
Yeah, very similar shot to the one John Rahm, although John Rahm, I think, was trying to fly his on the green. Justin Thomas trying to take that in low, and it just must be very soft. There's a little bit of slope. They're facing the players, but didn't react on the ground like the way Justin Thomas thought it would.
It's Viktor Hovland's 2nd. He's got the putter out here.
Yeah, coming off a little bit of the downslope, and then goes back uphill right there.
It's well done.
Beautifully done.
Watched several chips from that area and trouble getting it close to the hole. So well handled by Hovland, of course, from Norway, who went to college at Oklahoma State. Hovland with a birdie at the 3rd, evened it. Europeans took the lead at the 4th, and now Fleetwood here at 6. Rolls it in. So the European side adds a little bit of heat to the putts coming up for the Americans. And it will be Cantlay now to try to match Fleetwood.
Americans with 2 chances to tie this hole. Patrick will be going first after that amazing shot off the cart path. Back up the hill, just a little bit of right to left, and you feel like you really want to get this one in. You don't want to go 2 down.
Yeah, most of the players have missed this putt to the left on the low side of this hole.
There you go, again. So we have to Justin Thomas, who had that situation at the first and made a birdie.
And Justin, this seems by far a tougher read. He's coming right off that kind of rise right behind him that he checked that chip into.
Let's go, Justin!
Yeah, he's got even more slope to deal with. And with the wind blowing as much as the hard putts are almost tougher when the wind is blowing like this, because the ball doesn't have as much momentum, so the wind can have a greater effect on it.
104th in strokes gained putting. We're watching the Tour Championship. Put a ton of work in on the greens at East Lake on his pace on the greens, just hitting at the proper speed when needed. Needs one here for birdie. So the U.S. with 2 opportunities cannot equal the Fleetwood birdie. And the European side takes a 2-up advantage in this match. There you go, again. So we have to Justin Thomas, who had that situation at the first and made a birdie.
And Justin, this seems by far a tougher read. He's coming right off that kind of rise right behind him that he checked that chip into.
Let's go, Justin!
Yeah, he's got even more slope to deal with. And with the wind blowing as much as the hard putts are almost tougher when the wind is blowing like this, because the ball doesn't have as much momentum, so the wind can have a greater effect on it.
104th in strokes gained putting. We're watching the Tour Championship. Put a ton of work in on the greens at East Lake on his pace on the greens, just hitting at the proper speed when needed. Needs one here for birdie. So the U.S. with 2 opportunities cannot equal the Fleetwood birdie. And the European side takes a 2-up advantage in this match.
Where Viktor Hovland has about 15 feet here to win. Hovland and Fleetwood 2 up. This would be a commanding lead.
And David, Viktor has definitely been the best player in this foursome today so far.
Past the right edge.
And back over to Tommy Fleetwood.
He has a birdie putt here, Dan, to win the hole. He was asked about the lack of European fans here. He said, we have to create our own energy. And he just did, right there with a birdie. So all of a sudden, Hovland and Fleetwood are 3 up over Thomas and Cantlay.
Who needs Francesco?
Really?
This was just earlier, David. Thomas for birdie. And he and Cantlay trying to crawl back into this thing.
He needs it. This is a tough putt, though. Downhill first, then uphill.
That's a start. And JT gets lit. He's been waiting for that. .32-footer. And so now Hovland for birdie to tie. this is a huge match for Europe to try to hang on to, Zing, because they're tight in the other ones, down three, and a couple other ones.
The trend right now can be broken by the United States team. The European dominance in this afternoon session on day one has been extraordinary, and the United States having something to say about that at the moment, Dan.
Over at the 10th, this was the best European approach. Tommy Fleetwood again working on a 2-up lead with Viktor Hovland over Thomas and Cantlay.
He's a magician with that wedge, and no doubt about it.
So Justin Thomas, who was just fired up on the previous hole, answered with this approach. Again, short par 4, not much left just in front of the green.
After that reaction on 9, you just have to respond here. Easy. Oh, man, that's going to go all the way off.
So Americans there trying to rally in the anchor match. Finau and English up big. Johnson and Schauffele up big. And the DeChambeau, Scheffler, Rahm, Hatton show continues, all tied. What's going to happen down the stretch of this second session, which has been so pivotal for Europe through the years? As we head out back to the matches, and Tommy Fleetwood at the 10th for birdie to win the hole.
I'll tell you, Dan, what the Europeans have done so great. Both of them have been in every hole. The Americans, not so much. One of them's in one hole, one of them's in another. I think the key to this format is just get both guys with birdie putts every hole, and that's what the Europeans have been doing.
Fleetwood was so remarkable in Paris, again teaming up with Francesco Molinaro. Another big roar goes up. Trying to continue his Ryder Cup incredible success, Zing, here with Hovland in his debut here at the Straits.
You can't underestimate or whatever. This guy made all these putts in that Ryder Cup. That's why he was great.
Automatic he was.
That was a rare miss.
That was just 4.5 feet. A huge opportunity there for Fleetwood and Hovland to up the lead. It remains 2 up. And as Tommy Fleetwood steps in, we take a look at our top tracer technology powered by Top Golf.
Just 150 yards. And then straight downwind, and another beautiful shot from Fleetwood with the short iron. Back at the 11th. Cantlay now, and he may well have to go right to the edge of the green here, perhaps even off. John, some right to left in this one.
Yeah, I think it's exactly what you said, up near the edge. And then actually at the end, I think it wants to straighten out of here.
A good look at it from here. You can see where he's pointing it. He kept it on the green. Is it high enough? No. He could have done with a little more right to left on that one, on the borrow. Back at the 11th, Thomas now trying to chip this one in. Well, played it nicely. Throws it all the way to the putting surface. That's what he was trying to do. Just couldn't get it on line. And the Europeans have a couple of chances here.
Oh, that was not a good break. Right there.
And John, we're just listening to JT there saying he didn't get a good break. What was that?
You know, he hit the wedge exactly where he wanted to. Got a huge skip downwind. He knew he was counting on one skip, but it took a massive bounce. I think when he hit it, he loved it.
Hovland now also eyeing the hole. He flies that much too far. But with his partner in there tight, he had to have a go at it. The last group on the golf course is always that little bit more pressure when you're bringing up the tail end. Zinger, I always felt.
You're right about that. You got to position players in spots where you think they can handle that kind of heat too, David. You know, it's possible that every player on both teams could be watching this group finish, right?
Oh, yes.
And that's the lead that as you look at the board that you figure they've got to hang on to, right, to kind of keep this thing close.
Scheffler-Rahm match. DeChambeau, Scheffler, Rahm, Hatton. That's huge.
Yeah, that's huge
for
because
Europe.
that could, essentially make it a 2-2 wash in the afternoon, which would keep Europe in the ball game. But you let this one get away, or you let that second match get away, and then it's a huge U.S. surge to the weekend.
Europe has to avoid this afternoon going 4 down. Doesn't look like there's going to be any way they're going to win this session. He pulled it. Oh, he made it. Good putt. Looked like he pulled it to me, but beautiful.
Now Fleetwood will be left with a great chance here to sneak one.
So here's what we're talking about while we have a quick moment to peek in on the matches. You've got the 2 U.S. leads, but they are significant. Johnson and Schauffele 3 up 4 to play. Finau and English looking good right now. And then you've got the other 2 points in the balance. Fleetwood and Hovland trying to hang on to this lead. And then the huge match if you're Padraig Harrington. And so this is a chance for Euros to go 3 up.
Boy, that's a couple that Tommy has missed.
2 in a row, David.
So Fleetwood and Hovland remain 2 up through 11 over Thomas and Cantlay.
It's one of the most enjoyable par 3s in the country right now, I would think, Gary. I mean,
well,
the moment, of course, but just what a fun hole. Sand wedge downwind here.
Yep, with a backboard behind. We've seen plenty of great shots. This should be another one.
Oh, man.
How about an ace? Whoa.
What a fun par 3.
Steve Stricker likes it.
What a wheelhouse yardage it must be for these guys, huh, Gary?
Yeah, I think most of the guys probably just a full 60-degree wedge, or whatever their lob wedge loft is, and they're making it look easy.
It's just a miracle to me that you can hit this golf ball this day and age straight downwind. It's 23 miles an hour downwind and still back it up.
That looks like Michael Jordan right there.
Oh, they're thinking it's going in.
Well, they needed that. That's a huge moment for them, maybe, Gary, here at 2 down.
Yeah. And guys, that was lob wedge for Patrick. Lob wedge as well for JT. And you think Padraig doesn't know how important this match is. He is shoulder to shoulder with Tommy Fleetwood and Viktor Hovland the entire way from that last green to here, giving them a little pep talk. Also lob wedge for JT. Might be getting knocked down. It's a set.
Well, that should come back. Won't be quite as much, but another very fine shot.
You can pick that loser up, though.
Partner's got him covered.
He's got that gimme right there. Boy, now, a lot of pressure on Fleetwood and Hovland because Thomas and Cantlay, their reputation alone is scary, isn't it, Gary? I mean, you got to match that shot.
Yeah, that's the bottom line.
Sand wedge for Tommy Fleetwood.
Sit.
Just a hair right of it, asking for it to sit.
Yeah, if it carries
Way
too
too
deep,
much.
yep, it will not come back.
And you keep thinking how big that miss was for Fleetwood at the previous hole, which would have given him a 3-up lead.
Yeah, the 10th as well. He's missed 2 short putts in a row, both to the right.
Yeah, the one at 10, Gary, 4.5 feet. The miss at 11 that we just saw, 5 feet.
And then your opponent hits it gimme. Well, that's a lot to have happen on a 2.5-hole stretch.
Those 3 or 4 footers are easy to get out of your head in a regular tournament. In the Ryder Cup, not so much. Lob wedge for Hovland. starting left, trying to cut a hair back.
Oh, this ought to be all right. Yeah, okay. But Roy's will have to make one of them. Yeah, the putt for Patrick Cantlay for birdie was conceded. His first birdie of this afternoon session. So now the Euros have 2 birdie putts. Chance to tie the hole.
And Gary not likely to make this putt, but gosh, he got to get it to the hole. He can give Hovland a read. He's almost on the exact same line. He's got to make sure he rolls it all the way to the hole so Viktor can see the whole thing.
A bit of a double breaker here, I believe. John should go somewhat to the left early on and then try to ease back to the right as he gets around the hole. Well, I think he accomplished what he set out to do. He should have shown Hovland the line. Downhill putt, one that's easy to overread and miss left. So Patrick Cantlay and Justin Thomas now just 1 down as they head to the 13th.
Or the timing of that shot that Cantlay hit couldn't have been better, Gary.
And Tommy Fleetwood from another one of those distances here to tie the hole.
Americans in with 4, and the wind is absolutely howling.
Okay, this time Fleetwood delivers.
Yeah, he does. That's good to see. Those 2 putts on 10 and 11, I'm sure, shook him to the core.
And this is Fleetwood for par to tie the hole. And he's tested with another one of those short rangers, and he's kind of gotten his old mojo back a little bit.
And the last group on the golf course has reached the 15th green. And John Wood is down there following this group. Johnny, bring us up to speed.
Well, Europe has had a putt from the front edge of the green. Patrick just 2-putted on the exact same line that Justin's going to have a much shorter birdie putt.
Nice look from behind. You can see Hovland coming up the hill and back over the slope and down.
Should work down to his left once it's over that slope, David.
Aggressive effort. Justin Thomas, this one to win. And boy, do they need it. Would be a huge one to make. Just always looked a little shy. And Fleetwood with this for par to maintain the 1-hole advantage. Oh, and Fleetwood just knocks that right in the back. He missed a couple of short ones around the turn, but he has been stellar since then.
He has really fixed whatever that was, David. What a good putt. He knows it, too. So does Viktor.
Just earlier, Justin Thomas played this second shot here at the par 5 16th, 280 yards, slightly uphill, and back into the breeze.
Go! Go!
Yelling for it to go.
Oh.
And it did. How about this shot, Paul?
Oh, my. He is famous for hitting great fairway woods, Gary.
Unbelievable. Within 17 feet of the hole.
I'll never forget the 3-wood he hit at Erin Hills as long as I live. Curve balls he hit at the Players off the tee, and then this one.
16 and 18, yep. And great bounce there. Lands it in just the right spot. All right, so now Tommy Fleetwood. These guys clinging to a 1-up lead. Uh-oh. Oh, my gosh. It's hard to make the ball curve that much anymore, Paul. That's in the lake.
What was the over-under on how many balls would fly into Lake Michigan this week? Probably 1.
There it is.
Wow.
Yeah, this was Hovland playing his 3rd shot. And he played a good one within about 10 feet or so.
Back out to 16.
And Thomas for the eagle to win the hole. Should turn a little left early. And yeah, here we go. No question, Paul, this is the emotional leader of this U.S. team.
Every locker room's got one of them.
Yep.
Some have 2 or 3. Those 2 guys are assassins. I mean, they are full-blown closers.
So that match all tied now as they move to the 17th. Cantlay and Thomas have come from 3 down after 8 holes. Yeah. Look at Cantlay. He's smiling.
You're right. It's that old, he's not going to match this kind of fire and emotion, but he's into it more than we've ever seen Cantlay by a long shot, right? Here we go. The big one. 4-iron for Cantlay. Safely aboard.
Show your face. Show your face. Yeah.
Show your face. I just want to see that ball come from behind that giant mound.
Now Thomas, who is absolutely got adrenaline pumping through his body right now.
Absolutely, Danny. Gut check time here for JT. With his partner already on the green, anywhere on this green is a great shot. With his partner already there and feeling what he's feeling, I'm going to expect one of the best swings of the day out of this kid.
Well, that's what all the greats do. They get in these tight situations. They take a big, deep breath. In 4 counts real slow. Out 4 counts real slow. And he's ready to go.
Starting at the right side of the green. This might be overturning. You might need to catch a piece of the green and sit down. And it will. Holy cow.
Shot of the day at 17. No doubt about it.
Thomas and Cantlay on the move on Fleetwood and Hovland. And we will go back to 17 for Fleetwood, who had that tough ball in Lake Michigan on the previous hole that went left.
He likes to hit that trap draw. Not enough draw.
Can't get some
great bounce.
hop out of there.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Back at 17, Hovland, 4-iron.
Boy, if this is the right distance, he has got it online. That's a fantastic shot. This match all tied, right? These 2 guys, these 4 guys really now are starting to feel it.
Just going back into your bubble when you're about to hit a shot, doing your best to control your emotions in that way. Learned from Phil in that, and I had a great partner here and loved every minute of it, and I hope we can do it again here soon. It'll be a lot of fun. We are a good team and just clean up a couple mistakes, like you said, and we're going to dominate.
Thanks for the time, fellas. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
Let's go back to 17.
Where it looks like Tommy Fleetwood has secured a par. Not sure if that's been conceded yet as he puts a mark on it. And again, a 3 at 17 is huge.
Yeah, you don't expect that to be beaten, but the U.S. has a couple chances. Viktor Hovland still has a chance.
And so does Cantlay here.
Zinger, going back to that putt on 17 Justin Thomas made, how much did that remind you of the putt he made at the President's Cup playing with Tiger Woods? Even the reaction was exactly the same.
Yeah, you're right. He has the propensity to make those big putts. Both these guys do. We saw Cantlay just do things that were beyond human, really, at the Caves Valley tournament. The way he made putts, and boy, a big chance here now.
Fleetwood did his job, got a gimme. Has not been conceded yet, but it will be, I'm sure. Patrick Cantlay watched that putt intently down over that ridge and breaking to his left.
Everybody's missed it wide right.
Cantlay misses this below the hole.
That's a first.
Yep. Thomas on the short end of the score in the morning foursomes with his good pal Jordan Spieth. It was Cantlay who secured a full point, teaming up with Xander Schauffele, his good friend, in the morning foursomes. Those guys were just in the wine country celebrating a Olympic gold medal and a FedEx Cup title.
Yeah.
So it's been quite the finish to the year for Patrick Cantlay. Now in his first Ryder Cup.
And both those putts were just conceded by each team. So Hovland now was within about a yard of Patrick Cantlay's ball on the green. So he knows exactly what this thing does. Both teams are already in with 3.
Just doesn't come back at the end. A fantastic effort.
So the 24-year-old from Norway picks up, and they are jacking up JT one more time here.
This is just a free run.
Down the hill, Zinger, and then breaking a little bit to his right at the hole. And I know statistically he's not one of the great putters on tour, but under the gun, I'm not sure there's many guys out here I'd want hitting a putt more than him.
Yeah, if you're playing against him, I think you fear him on the greens. He makes a lot of putts this range, and he makes a lot of putts when he needs to make them. He gets hot, he gets that momentum, and that putt he made on the last hole might carry right into this one.
Yep, eagled at 16. This is an 18-footer at the treacherous 17th. Imagine going eagle birdie. Can't imagine what he might do here if this falls.
And we go to the 18th. All square. Patrick Cantlay now. This wind is left to right. Tricky tee shot. Oh, that's a beauty.
Zinger,
Absolutely perfect, Zinger.
Do you think that Patrick Cantlay might be more nervous now than he was putting for $15 million just a couple of weeks ago?
I'm not sure about that, but I guarantee you his awareness is equally heightened. Wouldn't you say, David?
Oh, yeah.
This is what pressure does. It heightens your awareness. These guys are used to it.
I'm having a hard time getting used to Cantlay without a hat.
Yeah, it's probably over in the Lake Michigan. Hard as that wind was blowing.
Part of these guys don't like the gear the way it necessarily fits them, the hat wear, and they go with like Rory McIlroy's done. It's kind of Cantlay picking up that same thing for the U.S. Thomas now.
If you could put 2 balls in the fairway here, it would be absolutely massive.
I was just going to say that. This isn't a gimme tee shot for anybody. It's got to go. He crushed it. If he crushed it, he can make it. Oh, easily. And that is a mile down there. It's down there where Rahm was. That'll be about 170, 175 yards.
Boys, Justin Thomas turned it on down the stretch. And now it's up to Fleetwood and Hovland to match that. Look at that drive. Whew.
Oh, he doesn't look too worried.
Similar line.
Oh, yeah, that's big time. Terrific shot.
And now Hovland.
Viktor's got a little extra pop in there when he needs it. But what he really needs, I think, here is just get it in the fairway. Let it just be 2 on 2. just have to be so very sure of yourself before you pull the trigger. I mean, you don't want a 2-on-1 fast break against you. Viktor needs to put this in play.
On the same line, absolutely perfect, Zinger.
Yeah, 4 real gems right when they needed it the most. As the pressure amps up, these guys continue to perform. It's fun to watch.
219, little left to right. Starting at the center of the green, cutting back a little bit right, needs to hang on or get a good bounce. It's hitting the hair right of the flagstick.
Ooh, I don't know. It looked like it went in the bunker, maybe popped out. That's close to your work. It's not an overly difficult shot. He might be able to make a par from there.
So that'll put a little more pressure on Thomas when he goes. Tommy Fleetwood is next.
It's amazing, Zinger. Everybody in this match has had their moments during the day.
Yeah.
And you come up on 18 and hit 4 pipe drives like that. Just incredibly clutch shots. 208 for Tommy Fleetwood.
Oh, it's a tall order to hit it close from back here, but he can do it. Turtle Hatton just did it. This is a massive hole for the European team.
On a great line, Zinger. Drawing right back against the wind.
Oh, man.
So now Hovland will try to deliver. 24-year-old Ryder Cup rookie from Norway played his outstanding college golf at Oklahoma State in a big moment here.
It's 2 yards closer at 206. This is 5-iron.
This is new territory for Viktor Hovland. He's never been in a spot like this before.
Big gust came up right as he hit. This hit it at the center of the green. Pretty straight, though, not moving.
What a shot right over the flag. This Viktor Hovland's got some guts.
Yeah. All the European captains to be down the road expect Viktor Hovland to be a fixture on this team for years to come. I just love the type of game he has and the demeanor that he has. Now, Justin Thomas.
Well, he pulverized his drive out there, Woody. Can't be that far away.
Yeah, he 193 total. He couldn't have hit a better drive. And with his partner in trouble and both Europeans in great shape, though, he knows he's got to come up with something big here.
Yeah, he's a little farther back than I thought after his tee shot stopped, but still, it's going to be maybe even a 7-iron, 6-iron for him.
Got one of the best guys I can have on the bag. Jimmy Johnson's been through every situation, into left to right wind.
But not here is Justin Thomas's father, and just want to take this opportunity to wish him all the best. His only instructor he's ever had. He's at every tournament. His father, Mike, not here this week. He's recovering from a blood clot in a lung. We understand he's doing well, but he's not been yet permitted to travel. In fact, he told our own Golf Channel's Todd Lewis that it was hard to miss this, but we know he's watching from home and hoping that his son delivers here in a big moment.
Just waiting until the wind is right. He's got 7-iron in his hand.
Cover the corner there? Yeah. 28 to 28.
Because like right now, if it stays like this, that's a perfect 8-iron, isn't it?
176. It is, actually.
You like that?
Yeah. You got to slide it a little bit, though. Don't you agree?
See, then it does this again.
Right. 175?
Nah, I mean, if it's going to be hurting like this, I like 79, 78.
Commit to it, okay? Right
Yeah,
at
just
it.
right on it.
Right at it.
It's just really hard to hit a shot less than full with a 7-iron in this situation, I think. But we have always admired how JT's been able to take a little off. He's got 7-iron. He debated whether or not it might be an 8, Woody.
He was feeling some puffs of wind, but it's definitely hurting left to right. I think he's got the right one. Center of the green. Needs to cut a hair to catch that slope.
Oh, what a shot. A silky smooth swing there. Definitely took a little off that 7-iron. That's a fine shot. Yeah, these moments pay big dividends for the future of all these players. Performing under pressure bodes well for their future.
Cantlay, way to go, partner. And there's Fleetwood looking over this shot, just kind of down. Looks like wide enough from the real serious crevice part of that bunker.
He's got one thing on his mind right here, and that's to hole it.
Zinger, this is probably the best lie I've seen in any of these bunkers all week long.
This place will go crazy if he makes it.
He nearly did. Oh, you mean the 10 Europeans that are here?
Yeah.
They would have gone crazy.
There's a few more than that.
Yeah.
They are pretty boisterous, but this was almost like a chip shot for him. He was so in control of that. Oh, what a shot.
And again, he missed right, but he got a break, and you just never know what one of those Pete Dye bunkers is going to give you. It looks like a little different story here for Cantlay.
He's the best scrambler on the PGA Tour. If he's got a swing here, I expect a decent shot, Woody.
Yeah, it's a little awkward stance, but it's such a short shot. I don't think it's going to affect him that much. I would think he'd get a very good shot and give it a chance to go in.
Well, he's a player of the year because he has a great short game.
And there's the latest example of a guy that doesn't really feel what an L feels like in a long time.
He hadn't lost anything in how long.
Picked him up at Caves, kept it going in the Tour Championship, won his match earlier today, and is trying to make it a perfect 2-0. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool shot. He was able to have a good full swing, make some clean contact, and it was like a gimme for that guy to get that in there close. He wanted to make it. That's all he was thinking about.
And again, we're continuing to learn more and more about Cantlay's incredible talents, along with what he's been doing outside the ropes, the interviews. I mean, you've just seen the guy in the last few weeks totally come into his own here. He spoke so eloquently about the friendships and the bonds that you forge here. He was in President's Cup with Xander Schauffele and so successful in that team competition. You just see this guy exploding as a golfer and a person in front of everybody. Hovland's next.
Cantlay's a mental giant. He's taking it to the next level, and Viktor Hovland is one of those guys. He's also got the pedigree, kind of like Scotty Scheffler. It's just a matter of time before he breaks out. United States Amateur Champion Viktor Hovland, and he could steal a point right here.
Over that rising, and then right to left at that point. Every point is huge at this juncture in the matches, but in terms of momentum, that's just as big right now. If one of these teams can walk out with a full point, massive momentum going into tomorrow.
No question. JT would have a chance to answer if Viktor could make this. Not gonna happen. They don't have a par yet. That is a very concerned looking European team. Casey and Rahm. They know they're in trouble.
And Justin Thomas is getting locked in here.
Got the Justin Thomas chant. This is what he lives for, these moments right here. Full-blown show-off mode. Those two guys right there never played Ryder Cup before, Dan, and what a performance.
And so many of these guys have recently visited Tiger Woods, and he's been trading texts back and forth with these guys. Almost feels like he's all on here with this team, and Justin Thomas here with another one of those moments that he seems to be built for.
Well, he is right in his element. This is what he lives for. He's got the stage all to himself, and he is a full-blown show-off, isn't he, Woody?
Absolutely, and he's so good at slowing down these moments. They can go real fast. He's slowed down his routine. He's taken his time. And you're absolutely right. He lives for these.
25 feet for the full point.
That is not a very good putt for that guy. And now everybody gets to putt out these little nervy ones. These are all the length that'll make your palms sweat coming up. The whole world is watching. We've got these little knee knockers.
Kind of looks like 6'2" total here, but we shall see.
Or 6'2" might be, I wouldn't say it's insurmountable, but it is huge for the Americans.
To get that half when it looked like obviously that Fleetwood and Hovland were in big time control.
And it's gotten really dark out here all of a sudden, Zinger. Not easy to read these putts right now.
Well, this guy missed a short one on 10 and 11 and has manned up since. That's a nice putt.
Really has. He missed some short ones and just kind of got his touch back at a great time. So there's the par in for the Europeans. 7 teams in Ryder Cup history have led by 4 points or more after day one. Only one of those didn't win.
Oh, really? Wow.
So that's what we're talking about.
The one team that didn't win was that 99, the big comeback.
Yep, Europe led by 4.
Yeah.
At Brookline.
So a tall order. But it won't be a full point for the U.S. here. It's going to be a half if they can make this.
So indeed it is a 6-2 day one total in favor of the United States.
To watch another Ryder Cup video, click here. And to subscribe, click here.